Hi Bio 107 students, welcome to our accelerated 7-week online Bio 107 class. I'm Professor Frenetovich and I am your instructor. So this is spring 2021 and I wanted to introduce you to the class to show you how our Moodle site works and what's expected of you. Now, this is a very fast-paced class, so you will be seeing a lot of material and a lot of information. Um, it's the nature of the class, and if you struggle in biology, I definitely recommend that you reach out to me early instead of late. And the CAP Center at HCC is an excellent resource for students. Students who struggle definitely get help there. But this is a very quick class and there's a lot for us to do. So let's take a look here. So most of you have been on our Moodle sites. I've seen on the participant list that you've been here. I am going to be putting this video right here where the animal cell is. I've added some things on our site, so I want to show you what I have. So definitely check out the syllabus and the schedule, read the syllabus. I also have a note here about late work. Please check that out. We have deadlines in this class, and I try to give you at least a week to complete assignments. So I will give you at least a week to complete assignments. So plan your time. This class does require that you have some time management skills and that you set aside time to do the material. Because we go at a fast pace, I can't take late work. We're going to be moving very quickly through things. So look at what's going to be expected and plan ahead. So I have here helpful resources, which you might have already looked at. And now this is new, Unit 1. So there are little toggles over here that close these up, etc. So Unit 1, everything in Unit 1 is due on the 9th of April. So you have some time, and I'm opening this early before our class so you can get a head start. At the beginning here, I'm scrolling through fairly quickly, but I've got an introduction to this section right here. I see I need to update something here, November 9th, it's not the fall. And then a basic to-do list, and this is kind of highlighting the most important things that I want you to focus on for this section. Here's a link to our textbook, Huffnagel's textbook. And then I have a video lecture with the properties of life and cell theory. These are lecture notes that go along with them. And I recommend that students print out the lecture notes and then use them to keep notes on when you go through the video lectures. So most of the video lectures will be me showing my presentation of the material. Sometimes I'll have other videos on as well or in place of me. But that's basically how it runs. And then I'll have the PowerPoints from the videos. So if you want to look at those or print those out separately, you can. Okay, so I expect you to watch the video lecture, take notes, read Chapter 1. This is all here in our textbook. I also expect you to participate in an introduction forum. When we click on this, takes you to a discussion of this. So this is so you can interact with and get to meet other students in the class. It's not graded, but it's a great way for us to build community and get to know one another a little bit. So for Chapter 1, I have a question set here and a natural selection and variation assignment, some extra materials that might help you on that assignment. So in Chapter 1 in the textbook, you're going to see a lot of text, but there's also interactive stuff on there and material checks. I definitely recommend those, even though I'm not grading them. They will help you with the material. So that's the first part of Unit 1. Then the second part goes into Chapter 2 in your textbook, looking at basic chemistry. So in this section, I have a 4-part video lecture. It's a video lecture that's geared towards my botany students, but it's definitely applicable to all basic chemistry students. I have lecture notes that go along with it, the PowerPoint like before. Then there's an extra video about bonding if you want to watch that. There's a chapter 1 review assignment and a proctored quiz, which is really a question set that's proctored by Proctorio. And all of our tests will be done with Proctorio. It's a web-based proctoring service. We won't have a lot of quizzes, but you will have 4 lecture tests that's including the final exam, that are proctored with this, and 2 lab exams that are proctored with this system. This is to practice and get you set up with it. What you'll need to do is download the Proctorio instructions, and I will provide that information in an announcement at the beginning of the week when we start next week. So this is to get you familiar with that system. And there's also an ungraded forum for student discussion on Unit 1. So this is where you can ask questions of each other or bring up topics. It's not graded, it's just for you to discuss. Then there's one more section of Unit 1 here. And this is about carbon and water. This is still Chapter 2. So Section 1 is Chapters 1 and 2. And I just broke it down by topic that I find the most suitable. Then I've got an optional chemistry practice assignment here and some other optional activities, video lectures, and the PowerPoints. So you will have an exam on Unit 1, and that will take place April 7th to April 9th. You'll have those days to take the exam. But what you should do for now is go through this material and plan out how you are going to tackle it. Okay, I know there's a lot here, and this is just the lecture. So let me take you over to the lab page. Sorry for all the scrolling. This is lecture page, got a separate lab page, and that's because sometimes I have a separate instructor who teaches the lab. So same basic information here. Your overall grade will be a combination of your lecture and lab grades. You've probably seen all this. This is the link. This is something I have for Proctorio, our exam proctors. Here's introductory video, microscope unboxing video. As you know, you will be receiving a microscope kit in the mail. When you get it, please check it out. It's yours to keep, and you'll need it for some of our lab experiments. There are also additional materials you'll need to purchase for some of the labs. Things like celery, you'll need to have cups, markers, rulers, etc. So here's lab 1. Okay, you're going to have data that's required, and I will set that up next Monday when we start class on the 29th. You'll be collecting data, and then the other parts of the lab data analysis will be due on the 5th. This takes you through lab 1 right here, this little video, so you know what to do. And the lab will be both virtual labs, which are kind of using an online program, and hands-on labs that you'll do at home. So for lab 1, you'll start with virtual labs here. This will take you to our textbook Connect site that has all the virtual lab activities for us. So we'll complete that and then start here for hands-on labs. And this has your background material and the activities that you'll do at home. So you've got your data analysis here. I'll be sending out the Google Sheet so you can have your data from class data. And there's a question set that goes along with the lab. Lab 2 is on the scientific method, and it's right here. There's a Mythbusters video describing this. And you will go to the virtual lab site, okay? and you will complete the virtual labs. It's right here. Go to the virtual labs, and then you will begin a bean experiment, and that's discussed right here. Here's the assignment that goes along with it. You're going to be setting up your own experiment, and this assignment is just describing what you will do in that experiment. Then you will have a few weeks to do your data collection, and you'll have a mini lab report due on the 21st. Okay, I have some optional things here and student forum to talk about the experiment. And then lab 3 is on microscopy, and this will use the microscope kit that you get. You're going to want to start here with the lab activities and assignment, and here is just the assignment and a question set. Now, if we don't get the microscopes in time for this, I'm flexible. We could work with that. Microscopes are being mailed out to you at the moment. So microscopes, it's the 26th of March. They should be mostly on their way if you filled out your address form. So please check your mail for them. Keep an eye out. And let me know if you do get your microscopes or when you get them so that I could just be sure you're on track. Now, I am available for office hours Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 10 to 11, but I'm also flexible. This is an asynchronous class, which means we don't have a set meeting time. So if you ever want to meet for Zoom or you just want to meet one-on-one with me, I'm more than willing to do that. But this is one of those classes where you get to set your own timeline. I have due dates, and you have to just make sure that you can plan for those due dates. There's a lot, like I said before, to do. And if you need any help or you have questions about where to start, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you. So I look forward to seeing you on Monday. I hope you stop by my office hour. The best way to do that is to go over to your HCC email, and you'll see me here in Google Hangouts. I got a little green button here. Even if it's not green at my office hour time, I'm on, and then you can click on me and we'll have a chat over in the corner. So happy to do that, or you can just send me an email and we can set up a Google Hangout or a video call. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.